Hey guys, it's Gary here again with another video. This time I'm doing a response to SeeJayAre's 10,000 subscriber contest. I already said this before in the comment I left in your video, but I just want to reiterate. Congratulations on the amount of subscribers you had. That's really awesome that you have that many. I know your channel's really blown up here in the last year or so, and you've put a lot of work into it, so I sincerely congratulate you on that. I can only hope to have even a quarter of that. I've only got like 70 so far, and I'm pretty giddy about just having that many. So I can't imagine what 10,000 feels like. But with that being said, in the contest, he's wanting to know, basically what our favorite gaming memory is. And in my comment, I put, my all-time favorite one is for sure The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, just because it's just an amazing game. I'm not going to reiterate myself, but there were some others, though. It was really hard just to pick one, just because there's so many great games out there, a lot of nostalgic value to them. It's like trying to pick a favorite movie or a favorite band. It's impossible to do. So I started off with about 15 titles in mind, and I did narrow it down. So I'll try to keep this short. I know you have a lot of videos to sort through for this contest and everything. I don't want to drag this out, so I'll kind of go in chronological order of what I picked out. The first one is Journey to Silius, just because this is the actual first game I have any memories of playing. I think I was about 3 or 4 when I got my first NES, and I'm sure I played Mario before, I don't remember. This is the first one I actually remember playing, and I played it all the time. I mean, every single day before preschool, after preschool, and everything. So there's a lot of nostalgic memory for me on this, and holds a really special place in my heart. It's a great game. The next up, and I think a lot of people will agree, Super Mario World. This was the first game. It came with the Super Nintendo that I got when I was, I think, like 5 years old. I worked my butt off to get the money to buy it. I think I got $1 a day for cleaning the house, so it took me a good year or so. But got this, and I played it from 5 a.m. when I got it in the morning on Christmas Day until I went to sleep. And I just remember seeing all the commercials for it and everything. I was so excited, and I put so many hours into this game, and again, it holds a lot of nostalgic value. So, amazing game. I'm sure everybody can agree with that. Now, the Nintendo 64 is probably the system I have the most fond gaming memories of, just because I was about 11, 12 years old when I got it, and just because of the multiplayer aspect, I had my friends would come over all the time. We would play all these games. It was a ton of fun. I mean, we'd have slumber parties like every weekend. We'd get cases of Mountain Dew, stay up all night partying, drinking Mountain Dew and playing. It was so much fun. The first one I think that we got into and played the crap out of was Mario Kart 64. It's just so much fun. I mean, even today, it's probably still my favorite Mario Kart game. I like the newer ones for the Wii and everything, but this one just holds a really special place in my heart. The levels are awesome, and you get 3 of your other friends together. It gets really competitive, especially when you do like the balloons and the challenges and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Another one I know everybody's done, especially my age. I'm 28, so this was a big thing, huge game for multiplayer when it came out, and that is 007 Goleneye. Same thing. I mean, my friends would come over. If we weren't playing Mario Kart, we were definitely playing this. We probably played this more. God, it was so much fun. I mean, you get 4 people on the screen kill each other. You get to do the cheat for like the big head, the paintballs, and all that stuff. And the thing I remember the most that was fun was you do proximity mines, so you get people trapped in a room so they can't even come out without getting killed, and it was just so much fun. I just thinking back of all the times we spent playing this and all the fun. It was just a very awesome time. And then of course, Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time. When I got this, it was just the last one I had played before was A Link to the Past, which was an amazing game, and I didn't think there was any way of being able to follow up to that, but I mean, just the huge amount of space, the 3D graphics, I mean, just everything. It was just blew my mind when it came out. I had to have traversed every pixel of Hyrule. I don't know how many times for how many hours. I tried to find every secret there was. I tried to find glitches, everything. I think this game I played every day from like 7th grade on up to 8th grade, so again, it's one of my all-time favorite games. Very, very awesome. If you haven't played it, definitely give it a go. You're definitely missing out if you haven't. The game that I got after Ocarina of Time that really consumed my time and I have a lot of memories of and still do, it's going to be Final Fantasy VII. And I know this is the Japanese one, but it's my favorite cover art, so I picked this one to use. But I got this in 8th grade. We went to Walmart one day. I was looking through the bargain bin, and this was like 20 bucks. I like the cover art, you know, with Cloud and his Buster sword, so I picked it up. And man, I got so into it. The story, the characters, the limit breaks, the materia, everything. It was just amazing. That was the real, actual, I think, RPG that I'd ever played, and it just completely consumed me. I mean, every single day I played it after school, before school. I called in sick all the time so I could stay home and play it. It's the reason I got into RPGs, and to this day, it's still my all-time favorite game in the whole world. So yeah, and then, you know, my friends and I, we'd stay the night at each other's house. We'd take our memory cards over, or, you know, they'd bring it over, and we would just sit there and grind and grind and grind, you know, sit there trying to level up. And it sounds boring, but, you know, when you have friends that are into the same thing, it's a lot of fun just taking turns. One person sleeps while the other one's leveling up the characters and stuff like that, so a lot of fun. And the last one I'm going to do here, this is while I was still kind of young enough to make a big impact on my life. Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PS2. This was just unlike anything that I'd ever seen before. I mean, you know, I've played games like Zelda where you have a huge world to play in and a lot of options to explore, but I mean, this game was just, when people told me about it, I thought they were full of crap. You know, I was like 15 when it came out. I was like, you can kill cops, really? You can steal cars? What? You can have sex with prostitutes? How the hell? What? There's no way. There's no way they'd make that in a game. And sure enough, I went to the Walmart and I picked it up, and I was just dumbfounded at the things that you could do in this game. And I mean, same thing with all these. I'd have my friends stay the night over for the weekend, and we would do, you know, the police chases, like how many stars can you get, how much money of damage can you accumulate, you know, all these wild ass things, you know, flying off ramps, seeing how much damage you could do. It was just, I don't know, I've tried to go back and play it, you know, it just doesn't hold up quite as well, but it really did. It made a big impact in my life, and then I was hooked from there. You know, Vice City, same thing. San Andreas was even larger, which I didn't think was possible. But this one, like I said, since I'd never experienced it before, this was just really monumental. And it was just, it changed, I guess it changed I don't want to say it changed my life, but it was a big thing. So that's all I had. I didn't mean to drag it out this long. Like I said, it was really hard to narrow it down to just even those. So once again, I just want to say, you know, congratulations, man. Thank you for watching this. I do appreciate it. And like I said, I know you got a lot of videos to sift through, so I look forward to seeing your garage sale videos again this summer. I always love watching those. I know I've told you this before, but you're one of the huge reasons why I got into game collecting. So I want to thank you again for everything you do, and wish you luck in the future. Take care.